Good morning, degenerates. And welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, the place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, just so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, and I am your host. Man, we've got some news to cover today. LFG. This happened, guys, shortly after I posted my video yesterday for you. Unfortunately, I wish it would have happened before I posted that video so we could have gotten to the news first. But unfortunately, we're covering it today. We're going to get you guys informed. Guys, the judge rules XRP is not a security in SEC's case against Ripple. There's a little bit of a caveat to that, but the reality is that XRP has won its case. Finally, we thought this day would never come. Rumor is that they can appeal, and there still could be some hangups, but the reality is that it's pretty much done. And this isn't a settlement. This isn't a, Ripple goes, yeah, we kind of did some funky shit, and we're gonna pay some fines. No, Ripple won. The judge ruled in favor of Ripple. And I'm sure everybody saw this yesterday and saw the price spike. But we're going to read the news and see what the details are, get into it. Moving on, U.S. crypto exchange gives XRP listing a second chance after court ruling. We're going to talk about the exchanges relisting XRP. Super important. XRP becomes the fourth largest crypto after Ripple's partial win. I don't know why they call it a partial win. It's definitely a win over the SEC. I looked at this yesterday. It felt like 2017 all over again. Watching Ripple jump all the way up to the fourth spot on coin market cap. I'm sorry, I'm excited. I'm ecstatic. We've been waiting for this for so long, guys. And I told you. If there was a bet to take, it was this one. And we're winning because of it. Next, XRP ruling a watershed moment, but we're not out of the woods yet. Lawyers, I'm hoping we get into details about what this means for the potential appeal by the SEC. What the actual win looks like. But again, I'm not smart enough. I just read the news and hopefully I'll get the details we're looking for. And last but not least, a little bit more of regular market news. U.S. Representative Torres demands investigation of SEC deal with Prometheum. Something we've been covering for the last 2 weeks, I think. This shady project called Prometheum that's getting a green light from the SEC and all this stuff that no one's ever heard of before. Hopefully we'll get some more details on that. But guys, the main focus today, XRP, the win. This isn't just a win for XRP. I don't care if you like that token or not. It does not matter. This is, if you don't recognize it, this is a huge win for the entire crypto space. Not even just the crypto space as a whole, but basically freedoms of people in the United States trying to get ahead. But that's a little bit of my patriotism on a side note, so let's not get too deep into that. But my point, this isn't about Ripple. This is about freedom of crypto and the SEC being a complete turd in the situations we've been watching unfold. This is good for all of crypto. If XRP isn't a security, that is going to open up the floodgates for so many other cryptos that we're afraid of potentially becoming a security. So, I mean, I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to put my thoughts together. There's just so much in my head. It's the best news we could have ever hoped for in the space. And if this isn't the catalyst to the next bull run, I don't know what will be. I don't know what it'll be. I'm rambling. Shit. All right, let's just go. Onto the market, guys. Current market cap. Let me refresh this real quick. We're up. Current market cap sitting at $1.25 trillion, 4.75% up from yesterday. Bitcoin dominance getting its ass handed to it, 48.5%. ETH dominance 19.2%, and a whopping whale getting ETH transaction. That fear and greed index is moving up just a bit. We are at 63. Things are getting greedy out there. Tons of projects pumped yesterday off of the news. If your project did not pump that you are in, if there's a project, might be time to start rethinking that project. That's not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I don't know shit about shit or what I'm talking about, so don't listen to me. But that's just where my head would be. But right now, current Bitcoin up 2.04% on the day. Ethereum breaking over $2,000 finally. We're going to talk about that. 5.72 on the day. XRP, I think it got to like 75% up for the day yesterday. Everything was moving, man. And even Cardano had a huge day yesterday. I think it got close to 30% before it pulled back just a little bit. Solana 25. Dogecoin even pumped. Dogecoin was a little bit over 7 cents yesterday. I saw that. 10% for Matic, which I think is going to pull. That's what they're changing their acronym to, POL. Whatever. Bitcoin Cash. Well, Bitcoin Cash has been pumping. Not that I care about it, but you get my point. AVAX, Avalanche, 16.24. SHIB up 5.33. Stellar. So Stellar's been pacing XRP, 54.79% on the day. Chainlink. Look, I mean, it's just green across the board, right, guys? And everything's had a little bit of a pullback for now. But I would call this a green day. I don't know what else I would call this. Damn, allergies today kicking my butt, guys. I apologize. Yeah, man. It's green. Let's just go on to Bitcoin. You know what? Let's do XRP first. XRP. This is a 45-minute. Let me go back to the 1 hour. We pumped, guys. I mean, look at this. This is all previous price action. Even on the daily, you guys want to see a daily candle? It looks absolutely insane. This is previous price action on the daily. This is like the biggest daily candle thing I've ever seen, at least for a large project like this. We pumped all the way, guys, to roughly 95 cents. Right around 95. That's insane. I had people talking about going to maybe 75 cents. We blew past 75, and then we pumped so hard. That sounds terrible. All up to 95 cents. Everybody was going, shit, maybe we go to $1. We didn't, unfortunately, but whatever. So I don't want to spend too much time going into what the price did. We can look at it, see what it has done. But here's where it gets really, really cool. Yes, we had a substantial pullback. That's not bad, guys. Look, there's a lot of people that were losing money in this bear market. I want to explain and reiterate how absolutely freaking healthy this chart looks after that massive, insane pump. No flash crash, no weird volatility. Guys, this chart looks so good now. I'm stoked on it. Again, I'm not a great trader. I half the time I don't know what the shit I'm talking about, so don't pay attention to me. This is just for fun. Yeah, not financial advice. Crypto is heavily volatile. Do your own research, trade your own risk, etc., etc. This is what I'm seeing, though. Does this not look like the most perfect bull pennant you have ever seen after a giant pump? Guys, look at this. If this doesn't make you excited about the price action of XRP, I don't know what does. When I woke this morning and I saw this, I got even more stoked. Insanely more stoked. This is so healthy after a crazy, ridiculous, very unhealthy pump like we just witnessed. We are seeing support, and support climbing. We are right now at the top of the trend again of this pennant. Let's look at it on a smaller time frame just to give you guys a little bit more price action. But this is up to down, swing high, swing low, etc., etc. It's beautiful. This is perfect. And if you guys know, on Bitcoin, I've been showing you for some reason, and it's weird like this throughout I've been through 2 of these now, which 3 bear markets, 2 bull markets. There's always a pattern that plays out significantly more over the other ones. I don't know why. One time it was rounded bottoms, another it was double bottoms. I'm seeing a lot of these bull flags and bull pennants play out, at least on the Bitcoin side. And I've shown you guys those pumps from 2 weeks ago. Every bull flag pumped. So this gets me even more bullish that this is going to pump again. Now, caveat, guys. Again, I'm not going to just give you a bunch of bullish hopium. We're going to focus on the potential that this could retrace. This absolutely could retrace. I wouldn't be surprised if it did, but just always prepare yourself. Always prepare yourself for not just if it goes up, what are you going to do if it goes down? If you're in profit, not a bad time to take profit. I've been building a huge bag. Huge is relative. I've been building a very, very large bag for my personal finances of XRP, but super low. Like super low, like back down here in the 30 cent. Like that's, see that green line, that 27? That's my last XRP buy order. So am I in profit? Absolutely. But I'm focused on the macro. I've just been building long-term bags. I'm not trading right now. But if you are like in some kind of leverage long or something like that, not a bad time to take profit and wait for another position to open. If we break, look, if we break to the downside, there's a potential because of the low volume nodes, because of, and I don't want to pull up the VPBR or whatever the hell it's called, but just know that there could be a potential of a lot of volatility if we break through to the downside of this pattern. And I would be looking for probably a test around 60 for psychological level, not necessarily that 58,417. That's based off of previous support or resistance. But I would be looking for a psychological level, like I would be looking at psychological 75s, 70s, and 60s. That's where my head would be to see where people would be probably getting a bounce. Worst case scenario, going all the way down to 60 if we break to the downside. To the upside, I mean, let's just be frivolous and measure from this last little hiccup in the pump. So traditional flags, and this is some old school shit. Do I even know if these kinds of patterns can play out anymore? I don't know, man. And we're breaking about it right now as we're talking. You have a potential to, I would say, go that high. Let's measure that. So you're looking at roughly a 30% pump, which is not, which actually is not hard if we were in the middle of a bull run, that's not a hard ask. But usually you get about 75% of this. So I would be saying, I mean, that dollar level, God, that's perfect. Look at this. Roughly around 75% in my mind would be that dollar level, close to it. But that's what I'd be looking for. And not only that, this is what's so interesting about this. That dollar levels, I mean, it's the most psychological level. Everyone's looking at $1. Everybody wants XRP to go to $1. And this thing is starting to move while I'm talking to you. So I've got to get this video done and get this out to you guys because it could potentially be huge and pumped by the time I'm done getting this video done. But that's what I'm looking at for XRP, guys. Stoked for the price action. Stoked for everything that's happened for it. Whether you like the project or not, this project has become the leading green flag for the crypto space right now. We needed a win. It's been a nasty bear market between all the collapses, all the bad exchanges, etc., etc. This is a W that the space needed. Celebrate it. I don't care if you're in it or not. I don't care if you like the project or not. Celebrate this win for this space if you believe in crypto. That's what this is. Okay, moving on. I'm going to show you guys a quick thing for Ethereum. We finally broke above 2,000. We've corrected a little bit now. This price action is looking a little bit wonky, but potentially setting up for another pennant, potentially. I might even call it a fake out. I would just watch this trend line that we're holding right now. If we break below it, there's a potential to go lower. I would say, whoop. Sorry, guys. I would say probably around here. if we do break low, this 1976 level. Just keep your eyes on this bottom trend line. All right, that's all I really got for Ethereum. But I'm just stoked that we finally got above $2,000. It's another thing to celebrate. XRP carried the market yesterday. Bitcoin on the 4 hour right now. We pumped all the way up to my 31,795 level and retraced. I'm not surprised. Here's what I will say, and I've said this since we started this sideways action. Do not get your hopes up yet. I would like to see a handful, if not at least 2 daily candle closes above this $30,800 level that I've been calling for since we've pumped back here. If we can't get at least a daily candle close or several daily candle closes, two or more, I don't think this holds. I just don't. And then we continue to play out this sideways momentum. Fingers crossed to the upside. Let's rock and roll. Let's get on to the news. Get you guys out and to enjoy your weekend. Yeah, man. I'm ecstatic. I can't even talk right now. All right, news. That's all I got for Bitcoin. Nothing's changed, right? Hopefully we flip this 30,800 into support and we keep moving forward. If we don't, I think we're going to continue ranging in this sideways momentum we've had for the last 2.5 weeks. All right, that's it, guys. All right, news. Here we go. Judge rules XRP is not a security in SEC's case against Ripple. CEO Brad Garlinghouse recently opinioned that the case would end soon, but the fight for crypto wasn't over yet. Ripple Labs scored a victory in the United States District Court of Southern District of New York on July 13th as Judge Annalisa Torres, thank you to Annalisa Torres, ruled partially in favor. Partially, what does that mean? In favor of the company in a case brought forth by the Securities and Exchange Commission dating back to 2020, y'all. Ugh, it's over. According to the documents filed on July 13th, Judge Torres has granted summary judgment in favor of Ripple Labs, ruling that XRP token is not a security, but only in regards of programmatic sales on digital asset exchanges, which we all know. We all know. That's the same thing that happened with the library case. However, the SEC also managed to notch a victory of its own, as a federal judge has ruled that XRP is a security when sold to institutional investors, as it met the conditions set in the Howey test. The SEC lawsuit sought to, this is what I think this means. That in the beginning, if they did a pre-sale of the token and sold to VCs, if you bought it directly from Ripple and not from an exchange, then at that point in time it was considered a security. But what is that? No one cares. That was, 2013? Whatever. We're far past that. Moving on. The SEC lawsuit sought to compel Ripple to stop offering its XRP token under the premise that XRP was a security and thus required additional regulation. Per court documents viewed by Cointelegraph, defendant's motion for summary judgment is granted as the programmatic sales, the other distributions, and Larson's and Garlinghouse's sales, and denied as to the institutional sales. Within a matter of minutes after the news broke, the price of XRP catapulted from 45 cents to 61 cents. I was at the gym, man. I damn near fell off of the machine I was working on. This puts the token over 25% at the time of this article publishing. It went way higher than that. The case against Ripple has been ongoing since December of 2020, when the SEC sued Ripple and its own chief executives Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson over allegations the company was offering an unregistered security. Over the past 3 years, the case has had its fair share of dramatic intrigue, including the release of the Hinman documents and ongoing defiance in the face of the SEC's accusations from Garlinghouse. Along with the palpable movement demonstrated by the XRP token pumping on the news, the overall sentiment across the crypto community appears to be one of jubilation. I don't even know what jubilation means. Yeah, guys, we won. Moving on. All right. U.S. Crypto Exchange gives XRP listings a second chance after the court ruling. We thought this would take a couple of days. It took a couple hours. Which, again, if you remember, a few weeks ago, I made a statement, a hypothesis statement, saying that I had a feeling that they'd already. So there were some wonky things that happened on Coinbase where they showed an XRP listing for a short amount of time and then they took it down again. which led me to the thought process of potentially that a ruling had already been made, and they were just trying to find a way to strategically release it or take their time to release it, so it didn't just completely go even more crazy than the market did yesterday. And I still think that's what happened, because the fact that Coinbase relisted this thing so fast and had everything all set up and ready to go tells me that they already knew. All right, after 2 years, Coinbase said it would re-enable XRP trading. Kraken and iTrust Capital announced that they had already relisted a token, and exchanges including Gemini may follow suit. Welcome back to the party, XRP LFG. Following a victory in federal court against the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, Ripple Labs may see the XRP coin returning to cryptocurrency exchanges. In a July 13th tweet, crypto exchange Gemini said it planned to explore listing XRP for spot and derivatives trading after a court ruled the coin was not a security under the SEC's peer review, while Coinbase said it will re-enable XRP trading for the first time in roughly 2 years. The SEC has taken enforcement actions against exchanges, including Binance and Coinbase, for alleged unregistered security offerings, but the legal precedent from the Ripple case may allow exchanges offering XRP trading to breathe a little easier. Yeah, we all reposted this on Twitter yesterday. This is a big deal, said Crypto Council for Innovation CEO Sheila Warren on the Ripple ruling. It's been clear since the case was filed it would have implications across the entire industry. This fundamentally undercuts the SEC's argument that it has the authority over these underlying assets and that regulatory clarity already exists. Thank you. Kick rocks, Gary Gensler. Other exchanges that delisted XRP in 2020 and 2021, including OKX, have lauded the court decision but not suggested whether they plan to return to trading the token. Crypto firm iTrust Capital claimed to be the first to bring back XRP after 2 years, while crypto exchanges Kraken's initial message on social media following the court ruling was more ambiguous before officially announcing it would relist the token. The SEC announced charges against Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, co-founder Chris Larson in December of 2020, prompting a mass exodus of XRP listings on exchanges offering services to U.S. users. Crypto payment processor and exchange operator Uphold said at the time it would not take action on XRP until the conclusion of the court case. We are proud to have supported and stood by the XRP community, said Uphold on the court ruling, as well as KuCoin. No one's talking about KuCoin. Where do you think I got all my XRP? KuCoin never delisted XRP, never even talked about it. I'm stoked for KuCoin. They did a good job, man. Moving on, guys. I'm trying to blow through this really fast because the last thing I want to do is see XRP pump before I get this news out to you guys. All right, XRP becomes the fourth largest crypto after Ripple's partial win over the SEC. XRP's market capitalization surged by more than $21 billion in just 3 hours. If you don't think this space has power, welcome to crypto. If you thought crypto was dead, welcome to crypto. Ripple has now become the fourth largest cryptocurrency by market cap after Ripple Labs' partial victory over the SEC on July 13th. Mark that date in your calendar. What a historic day. We will celebrate this in crypto forever. Mere hours after the ruling, XRP market cap surged a whopping $21.2 billion to reach a new yearly high of $46.1 billion, pushing it up from the 7th position to beat out Circle's USD coin and Binance's BNB token in the process. At the time of writing, Ripple's market capitalization has settled down to $42.5 billion. What a shame. The sudden surge for XRP came immediately after District Court for the Southern District of New York declared that the offer and sale of XRP on digital asset exchanges did not amount to offers and sales of investment contracts in a case involving Ripple Labs and the SEC. Look at that. What a beautiful thing. And we're still sitting at just over 80 cents. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. Now, this is the bottom. Let's say this is the right. Okay, so this is the bottom of a bear market, right? Before I go any further, there's always people like, oh, it can't get up that much higher. So I can't get up that much higher. All right. So at the bottom of a bear market, we're at $42 billion, and Tether is at $83 billion. What do you think this will happen to this price and this market cap at the top of the next bull cycle? She gonna pump, that's all I'm saying. Similarly, the price of XRP surged as much as 98% in the hours following the decision, reaching as high as 93 cents, according to data from TradingView. The apparent rush to buy up XRP even briefly caused U.S. crypto exchange Uphold to go down due to a simply unprecedented spike in volume. Happens all the time, man. Yes, we went down, but no platform could cope with the 50x spike in volume we saw today. Yeah, right. Uphold is understood to have been one of the few larger US-based cryptocurrency exchanges that had continued to offer sale of XRP while others chose to delist. The new ruling has also sparked a fresh wave of relisting activity from mainstay US exchanges, with Coinbase, Kraken, and iTrust Capital making the token available for trading on their respective platforms. Winklevoss-owned crypto exchange Gemini has hinted that it too will look to relist XRP sometime in the near future. That's going to be huge. Keep your eye out for that. All of these things are catalysts to every time this price is going to pump. Now, okay, I'm going to go out on a limb and say we hit $2 and we retrace over the next couple of weeks. I would be ready for that. $1.50 to $2. If you're looking to get in and get out, wait for a pullback to get back in. That's where my head would be at. We'll start keeping an eye on the price action of XRP to try and see if we can find a good exit point if you want to play that game. My buys are so damn low. There's a part of me that strongly wants to play that game. But I gotta be honest, my buys are around the 30-cent level, the 25-cent level, to where I might just ride this thing, man. Anyway, moving on, guys. I digress. XRP ruling a watershed moment, but we're not out of the woods yet. Lawyers. Oh, lawyers. The crypto community has gathered to celebrate the recent ruling of XRP's security status, but lawyers warn there's more to it than meets the eye. Hopefully they give us a little bit of insight of what the ruling really means. Ripple Labs split decision victory. Split decision? That's where I'm confused. Against the United States Securities and Regulator is seen as a significant blow to the regulator's war on crypto. However, crypto lawyers warn it isn't a definitive victory for the industry. Bad allergies today, guys. I'm sorry. In a landmark ruling on July 13th, U.S. District Court Judge Annalise Torres determined that XRP is not a security, at least when sold to the general public, which is all that really matters at this point in time. The decision was met with a joyous uproar from XRP token holders and came with a massive surge in the token's price, with industry heavyweights lauding the decision as likely to aid crypto exchanges Coinbase and Binance in their respective lawsuits. Luke Martin, the founder of crypto investment firm Venture Coinist, noted that the core components of the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission claim in its suit against Binance and Coinbase is that they offered the sale of unregistered securities on their platforms. After losing on this matter in the case of XRP, Martin believes this will be a substantial blow to the SEC and its chair, Gary Gensler. I hope so. He called the decision inconceivably bullish for the industry. Pro-XRP lawyer John Deaton shared similar sentiments, stating that Coinbase was the other winner from the ruling and that altcoins would stand to benefit. Similarly, Tyler Winklevoss, the CEO of cryptocurrency exchange Gemini, said the ruling decimates the SEC's case against Coinbase's twin brother Cameron, referred to the ruling as a watershed moment that will make it difficult for the SEC to claim authority over cryptocurrencies. Coinbase, Kraken, iTrust shares have already released an XRP on their respective platforms following the decision. Words of caution. Here we go. Finally. Thank you. Despite the positive outcome for XRP, several digital asset lawyers warned against celebrating too soon. Law firm partners Stephen Pauly and Brown Rudnick noted that the summary judgment is only partial and that the ruling by Torres does not set a precedent. Instead, it may only serve as a persuasive commentary for future courts to follow if they so choose. Pally and others noted that there's also the chance the SEC may appeal the decision, which I was saying earlier, which presents the possibility that a higher court overturns the ruling made by Torres. However, Paradigm Policy Director and former SEC advisor Justice Slaughter said that the odds are even if they win at the appeals level, they'll lose at the Supreme Court because it has been very hostile to a bunch of agencies recently on a host of issues, from the APA to how staffing agencies work. I don't expect them to miss a chance to cite a Democratic judge to thwack a major agency. Ripple will also need to deal with the SEC's claim that its CEO Brad Garlinghouse and co-founder Chris Larson aided and abetted the institutional sale of Xrp, says U.S. lawyer James Meta Lawman Murphy. The SEC alleged $728 million worth of Xrp was sold from institutional sales. U.S.-based commercial litigator Joe Carlaser ripped Garlinghouse on this point, asserting that Ripple made $700 million in unlawful profit. The claim was set aside by Torres and will likely be contested at trial. Yeah, but that's a personal judgment on them as people. I don't think this ain't gonna affect them. I think we're looking good, in my opinion, from reading that. Let me know what you guys think. Comments down below. All right, last but not least, I'll get you guys out of here. Go enjoy your weekend. Go celebrate this. U.S. Representative Torres demands investigation of SEC deal with Prometheum. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission might be investigated, I freaking hope so, for a haphazard and heavy-handed approach to digital assets. The United States SEC could be investigated for haphazard and heavy-handed approach to digital assets, or more specifically, for a sweetheart deal with crypto platform Prometheum. On July 13th, U.S. Representative Richie Torres filed requests to the SEC's Inspector General Deborah Jeffrey and Government Accountability Office's Comptroller General. That's God, some of these titles. Gene Dodaro. In the letters published by Torres on Twitter, he writes, the SEC refuses to bring even the barest amount of clarity to the application of securities law to digital assets. Its preferred means of communicating is neither rule nor guidance, but enforcement. Torres emphasizes the SEC's May decision to grant a special broker purpose deal SPBD license Prometheum, a digital asset platform created in 2017 by two U.S. financial attorneys. According to Torres, I can't read this article. No, according to Torres, Prometheum appears to be nothing more than a Potemkin platform, I don't even know what that means, operating as a timely talking point for crypto critics rather than a true trading platform for crypto customers. I agree. He calls for an examination of both the SEC's failure to create a workable process for registering digital asset platforms and the unusual backdoor deal for Prometheum. Seems shady as shit, obviously. Prometheum recently became a public enemy in the crypto industry, and Torres' demand for investigation is not the first. The company was thrust into the spotlight after its co-founder Aaron Kaplan testified before Congress in June. We don't even know how he got into that to testify. They just let it, couldn't get Charles in there. Couldn't even get Brad Garlinghouse in there. But this nobody shows up. The problem seems to be Kaplan's general support of the SEC's regulatory strategy under current securities laws. Immediately after hearing theories about Prometheum started swirling on Twitter, emphasizing its possible ties to Chinese investors, on June 15th, the Blockchain Associated filed a request with the SEC seeking information about the company. In July, 6 U.S. lawmakers called on the SEC to investigate Prometheum's ties to the Chinese Communist Party. It's shady, guys. We all know it is. We're going to keep trying to... we're going to keep our eyes on the story and see how it progresses, but we all know Prometheum's shady. The fact that they even got to sit in front of Congress is a big red flag. But guys, that's it. Keep around that pattern for XRP. Let's get some daily closes above 30,800 for Bitcoin. And get out there and go enjoy your weekend. All right, guys, if you enjoy the content I provide for you here every morning on Boring Crypto IO, please by all means subscribe to the channel, turn on the bell for notifications, watch, like, and share all the videos on all of your social platforms. And I'll see you guys bright and early Monday morning. Congratulations. Let's move forward. I'm out of here.